Okay, it's time for our insurance tip of the week. We have Brad and Sonia in the studio with us from Bryan Insurance. What do you have for us this week, guys?
Well, today we're going to talk about what is an umbrella and do I need one?
Okay.
So that's what we're going to talk about.
Oh yeah, and not only that, the confusion among umbrellas. I always get calls in and they'll be talking about, like, I don't need that coverage, I got an umbrella. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, people, it is a very confusing thing. People think it means it just picks up everything that I forgot to tell you about, or, you know, everything I do. And so we thought we would talk about what it is first. So go ahead, Brad.
Okay, so basically an umbrella is a way to extend underlying coverages that you already have.
Okay.
So like your autos, your GL, your employee liability, workers' comp, they take the limit that you currently have and extend it by whatever your limit of your umbrella is. So you have to have your underlying limits, which is an umbrella, goes over the ones underneath.
And then you go from the personal side, it would be your home and your auto. If you have a boat, policy, motorcycle, whatever you have, then your umbrella would give you higher liability limits on all of those lines. So there's personal umbrella and there's business umbrella.
Correct.
It's just more protection if there's something goes wrong and you need that higher limit.
Right. So basically, you're texting and driving, which you're not supposed to do, but people do, and you run over somebody.
Oh,
yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
You know, and so your limit, you have a $500,000 limit on your auto policy,
right?
And the lawyer's like, hey, $500,000. Your auto carrier's like, oh man, this is great. You did something horrible. We're just gonna max out your limits.
Wow.
So basically, they just write a check for $500,000. They're out.
Right.
Well, now you're still going to court. Where do you get the extra limits?
And that's where the umbrella policy
That's
comes
where
in.
the umbrella
Okay.
policy
That makes
comes in.
sense. That makes
so
sense.
if you have, like, say, $1 million umbrella policy, and personal umbrella policies are cheap. So because they never really get hit, but when they do, it's bad.
Right. It's
And
good
so
to have.
That's correct. So.
Right.
Is there an average that, for instance, with all of your years' experience, that if you do have an accidental death in a collision or whatever, is there like an average that life is worth, or is it very variable?
It varies depends on the lawyer. That's
not really.
And I think the judgments are getting worse and worse. And
right,
worse.
and also depending on which county it happens in, because if it happens in Young County, the court systems here are very conservative. If it happens down in like South Texas or New Mexico, they're more left-leaning, so the judgments are much higher.
And something Brad hit on earlier, the defense is what you're really buying it for. Of course, you want that limit if you have a judgment against you. But even if you're completely innocent, you have to defend yourself, and that is not cheap. So that's a really big benefit of having an umbrella policy.
Oh, yeah. Like the defense you were talking about. Like, you remember when Bill Clinton got his issue with sexual harassment?
Oh, and the lawyer fees and
yes.
all that.
So, guess who paid for all those lawyer fees?
The insurance company?
His umbrella.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Yes. $900,000 worth of defense cost.
And his personal umbrella policy paid for it.
Well, I didn't know anything.
That was good.
That's a pretty good one right there. That's not bad.
That was good.
But that's what, umbrellas
What
are
was
for.
the underlying policy that the umbrella was over for that?
It was his homeowners.
Okay.
Yes.
Personal injury on his homeowner's policy.
Okay. Just your idea.
But there is a slight, some umbrellas have something called a self-insured retention.
Okay.
And the thing is, if it's not covered under your underlines, but not excluded, and not excluded off the umbrella, a self-insured retention is like a deductible. And most of the time it's about $10,000.
Wow.
But if you get the umbrella carrier to cover it, $10,000 is not that much.
Compared to what you could be paying if
yes.
something really bad goes on.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so let's get back to bundling. Is that really an advantage? Is
Absolutely.
it really that's the best way to go?
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
You get a much better coverage over the whole.
Well, you do, and if you're with the same carrier, sometimes there can be, especially on the business side, there can be a question: is this an auto or is this a general liability policy issue? If it's the same company that has both of them, they're not going to fight with each other.
Right.
So there's definitely, now I know in some instances there's reasons to have it split, And then that's when you rely on your agent to have it coordinated well. We recommend having one agent for everything, regardless. We want it to be us. If it's not us, somebody else. But mistakes start getting made when you have more than one company and or agent. So anyway, bundling it together usually saves you money, definitely protects you better. So we recommend that. And we also recommend, when I said what is an umbrella, well, we talked about that. Do I need one? In our opinion, everybody needs one,
Okay.
but we at least recommend that you just get a quote. Just see. You would probably be surprised at how inexpensive it is.
Okay, if you want a quote from Bryan Insurance, how do they get a hold of you?
You can visit us at the second floor of Sierra Bank building. I'm going to call it National forever.
Was it First National?
It was First
Yeah.
National. That's
Forever.
forever, and that's what I remember it
Yeah,
as.
they had their appreciation day
Exactly.
yesterday.
They did.
I got invited to come over and have a hamburger, but I was in the middle of something. So I
Oh,
Yeah,
couldn't
we didn't
go.
get to go either.
Oh.
So
Yeah, so or you can call us at 940-549-2525 or
Slow down. Tell me the number again. I'm slow.
940-549-2525.
Thank you.
Very good.
I'm getting old, Brad.
you can also visit us online
At